Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I want to address the question, should your back work or your pulling work be twice as much as your pushing work? Before I get into that topic, if you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. The best topic ideas I turn into videos just like this. If you need coaching or phone consultation, check out the link down below. All right, so a client of mine was asking, is it true that you should have twice as much horizontal pulling work as horizontal pushing work? And I said, basically, I don't like general statements like this. I don't like general rules because it's far more complex than just creating some arbitrary ratio. With that said, let's establish a couple things. When you are looking at the back or pulling compared to pushing, the back is a bigger, beefier set of muscles. It is capable of a lot more punishment than a pushing type of movement, which basically works your chest, a little bit of your front delts, and your triceps. So with that said, the back can take a lot more punishment in general than the chest and the supporting muscle groups involved in horizontal pushing. So I think you need to keep that into consideration. Now with that said, putting together some arbitrary ratio of 2-to-1, we have to consider a few things. We have to consider the fact that when you're working the back, it can be a little bit more taxing on your energy systems. It can be a little bit more fatiguing, right? It can drain you a lot more. When I do really heavy sets of dumbbell rows or barbell rows, I find it far more fatiguing than doing sets of bench or pushing exercises. So if you're looking at structuring a program where you're trying to structure 2-to-1 pulling versus pushing movements, you need to understand that you might have to fill in the gaps with those pulling movements with slightly less impactful exercises. Not that they're not effective, but exercises that don't drain your energy as much. So you want to get into your barbell rows, your dumbbell rows, maybe even your T-bar rows, the big hitters, but you need to fill in the gaps with those with things like seated cable rows and maybe even machine rows or single arm, machine rows or cable rows, etc. So do you need to have a 2-to-1 ratio? In general, no. But it does point to the reality. If you dig deep into why this is being advocated, the back is a big, beefier system of muscles. It can take a lot more punishment, and you should really take your back work seriously, your horizontal pulling work seriously. Far too many people do not. Far too many people underestimate the ability that their back has to pack on strength. Here's what I mean. Like, I see, it used to be for me, the gold standard was 120 by 10 on dumbbell rows. I got my dumbbell rows up to about 270 by 10. I got my barbell rows or pendley rows up to about 405 by 5. The point here is you have a much greater capacity for back strength than you think. So you really need to take that seriously, and you need to up your standards when it comes to back strength. You should certainly have more horizontal pulling work than horizontal pushing work, but it doesn't need to be 2-to-1. Just understand that horizontal pulling work, when you get very strong, can be extremely taxing on the body, on your energy systems. It can fatigue you. When I do a set of dumbbell rows, sometimes with one arm, it takes me 3 to 4 minutes just to catch my breath before doing the other set. So take everything into consideration. Don't worry about arbitrary rules, but get your horizontal pulling movements strong. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below. If you made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.